Peekaboo. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Red Elevator. I'm Nina Takesh. This is the Red Elevator, and this is the much anticipated hottest design trends of 2022. Follow me. And since so many of you asked, today I am wearing a beautiful new puff sleeve sweater by Sandro. It is gray and has a white sort of embroidered beautiful pattern only on its sleeves, and it is very soft, I must say, and quite warm. My pants are from H&M. They are the Feather Soft series, and my shoes are the Real. I've had these for a while, and they are Sergio Rossi. The 2022 design trends really are based in the fact that we have changed as a society. We have changed as home dwellers, and our ambiance is ever more important. If you have been living on planet Earth over the last 2 years, you have noticed that your ambiance and your home are really a very important part of your everyday life. Prior to that, one would leave their home, spend most of their time in their cubicle or in their offices, and really have no time to reflect upon their surroundings. And 2022 has a lot of that incorporated into its newest design trends. As I mentioned, 2022 is going to be a fun year of giveaways. We are giving away over $350 worth of bedding from Anthropologie. They are 2 gorgeous pillows and a throw. You can read the comments box below, in the description box below, what it is that you're getting. And in order to qualify, all you have to do, guys, is you have to follow me on both YouTube and on Instagram. That's it. Leave a comment in the comment section of any kind, and we will be announcing the winner of $350 worth of items on the 9th on my Instagram stories. The very first interior design trend that we are going to highlight today is warmth minimalism. Gone are the days of cold minimalism where you have a lot of chrome and grays and sort of steel colors, and instead we are combining for 2022, as we did slightly in 2021, but now ever more, warm wood tones with cream colors. White is out and cream is in. Cream, cream, and cream. So if you are not familiar with Simply White by Benjamin Moore, one of my favorite paint colors, that is a perfect example of a warm white. Take a look at this photo. We were ahead of our times when we designed this serpentine couch that I did for a client of mine in the coast of California. We did a serpentine couch, and then we did a white oak round and a white lacquer round table with swivel chairs. Everything is warm. There's a sense of earthiness. Minimalism is really all about being cozy, being serene, and being very comfortable in your home. Within the warm minimalism concept that is going to be very hot for 2022, you will see layered in structural lighting that has earth tones in and itself. So take a look at this rattan structure, this rattan pendant. It is soft, it is warm, and it's a nice juxtaposition against a very sort of linear sofa. We have warm minimalism can also incorporate textures. The ribbed oak, as you see in panels on these walls, or perhaps the ceiling details in this living room that has a enlarged fireplace that is made of plaster, can give you a good sense of what I mean by earth tones and also earthy materials. Nothing is slick, nothing is shiny, nothing is very glitzy. It's really can be glitzy in terms of size, but not in terms of its materials. Materials are very earthy, plasters, woods, and certainly beautiful ceramics are going to be surrounding your living spaces. The next ultra hot 2022 design trend that one must not forget and certainly incorporate are your natural habitat, such as what I have behind me in the home. So we're not talking a small display of greenery. We're talking a gigantic display of scenery. As you see behind me, we have enormous magnolia branches, which is why I plant magnolia trees, because I love having these giant branches in the house. It's on trend and it is trending everywhere. If you look at this photo, you're going to see a tree that's literally planted in the house. This was done in the 70s prevalently, where people had actual gardens inside of their homes. And this is what's happening in 2022. Atriums, living walls, plants in the house that are prominent, they're large, and they are definitely focal points. Additionally, in order to bring the outdoors in, another very important trend of this particular very hot design trend is the fact that you're going to have minimal steel windows or wood windows. Steel, of course, is very expensive, but there are a lot of companies now that are making, such as Marvin, that are making minimal framed windows that have black lines, black lights, black grids. So if you would love to bring the outdoor in, as is very hot to do in 2022, you also want to be able to enlarge your windows. So if you have new construction or if you're about to build a house, minimal windows, meaning maximum windows, minimal framing, is going to be very important for that trend. The third interior design trend of 2022 is using natural materials. And by natural materials, I mean terrazzos, terracottas, woods in the warm tones, marbles that are not shiny, in fact they are honed, that are in the natural colors. Natural materials are also coupled with arches. You're going to see a lot of arches in 2022. In fact, we're putting in arches in our flip project. So if you are not following me on Instagram, you are missing out on a really interesting project that I am flipping, where I'm going to be sharing with you exactly what it is that I'm doing step by step, so you can learn not only about construction, you can learn about how subcontractors work, what materials we're going to be using, and of course we're going to be incorporating the 2022 design trends in that project. You can also take a look at what's happened thus far so you don't feel left out in the highlights under the section that says flips. If you want to look at my flip project, click on the highlights of my Instagram handle at Nina Takesh, and you're going to be able to see a lot of these 2022 design trends being incorporated in real time. Natural wood and natural wood tones without any kind of veneer, or I should say patina or finish, is what is hot in 2022. Not only is it hot for the floors, as it has been for a while, but it is now hot on the walls. Wood paneled, natural wood colored walls are in, and they are here to stay at least for 2022. You're going to see them, as you can see in this photo, this featured wall that has almost this cubic vibe to it that is almost a trompe-l'oeil of sorts. On this wall in this room is going to be very huge. You will also see rooms that are paneled entirely in wood, as you can see in this photo. Doors that are made entirely in that rustic wood. This is not to be confused with like a rustic decor. This is elevated. This is looks expensive and is very, very high end. The absolute best 2022 hottest trend within materials is one of my absolute favorites. It has been even before it was a trend, which I spotted in 2018, was the use of marbles on all surfaces, but not just any marble, marbles that are warm, marbles that are inviting, marbles that are not cold, and marbles that are honed. Look at this bathroom. This is actually an incredible bathroom that is done entirely in marble. The bathtub is in marble, the floors are marble, the walls are marble, but you don't get a sense of being in a cold bathroom. In fact, you feel a sense of warmth and comfort. Why? Well, you have a beautiful wood stool in that bathroom, and you have the warm tones in the marble. If you look at this kitchen, which is probably one of my favorite photos and probably one of the most liked photos on my Instagram page, it is the drawer fronts in this kitchen are actually made of marble. Marble drawer fronts, if you can get away with it, if your project has the budget, is probably one of the greatest things that you can do. It just makes you want to scream with happiness. It looks so good. And if you can do it, please, I beg you, do it. Send me a photo. I just love it. The fourth hottest design trend that, believe you me, I feel like I had a lot of say about, and I believe that I have pushed this trend even further, is the no kitchen kitchen. The no kitchen kitchen is my favorite thing. I will die. I think my plaque of my tombstone is going to say Nina, the girl who loved the no kitchen kitchen, because I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And look at this kitchen that is the no kitchen kitchen. Look at this pendant light that is rustic and gorgeous and oversized, and look at the mix of the mid-century stools that are in this kitchen. Remember, the rustic look is a high-end look, so it doesn't go rustic everywhere. Not everything is weathered and old and beat up. It is very decisively chosen pieces that are rustic against gorgeous, known mid-century pieces to give it that juxtaposed high-end look. Don't make everything beat up. Make sure that you certainly have a good mix of beautiful, iconic, timeless pieces with the natural elements that we talked about and the natural materials that we talked about. The no kitchen kitchen has also evolved into what I call island blocks. Your islands are no longer just a centerpiece that's just a boring rectangular piece that floats in the room. They are now masterpieces. They are marble masterpieces done by really great artisans who are also great fabricators. And what I mean by that is, look at the fact that you can have a dining table that protrudes out of the island, which makes the island not only gorgeous, but useful. Now you don't have to have a floating table in your kitchen that's boring, that's where you sit. Now you can have part of the island as part of your seating area, yet it can look very architectural. Look at the stools underneath this block island, which I like to call. They are very artistic, and they are actually quite useful because you can sit on them and eat. The no kitchen kitchen really is a deep play on kitchen beauty and sculptural design. In the no kitchen kitchen 2022 trend, there is something that is going to be hot, hot, hot. Please do not install 2 or 3 pendants over your kitchen island at all again, at least for the foreseeable future, as they are out, gone, finished. Look, I've got them myself, okay? I am also a victim of the double, triple pendant. But I must share with you, these are only my opinions. If you have it, that's fine. But if you're building anew, you must incorporate the single pendant. Look at this photo. Not only are you seeing a single linear pendant, which is gonna be hot, but also you are seeing the lighting in the kitchen that is surface mounted. So recessed is out, unfortunately. Recessed lighting, as much as we love it, or I should say hate it, we're gonna have to do an entire episode on lighting, why use recessed lighting, why it doesn't work, what we are recommending now. But look at the kitchen walls, more importantly, look at the kitchen ceiling, and you're gonna notice these spotlights that are surface mounted. That is hot, and that is trending in 2022. The next very important trend of 2022 is sculptural furniture. If you have furniture that is not sculptural, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world, but you want to trickle in pieces that are really interesting to the eye. The Mario Bellini sofas that you see in this photo with the green velvet sofas, those are very hot. You've seen them. And they are also being used in other finishes and other colors. You're seeing, leather versions of this sofa. You're also seeing great sculptural chairs that are interesting to the eye. You're seeing spaghetti chairs. You are seeing sofas that are, again, very well known. These are 1950s sofas, most of them mid-century sofas that are being made in today's world, in today's manufacturing plants, and they really are going to be huge in 2022. You must bring in elements of sculptural design into your living rooms, as you can see in all of these gorgeous rooms. They are super inviting, they are super interesting, they are conversation pieces, they literally are candy for the eyes. A very hot trend for 2022 is going to be black and white photography in your home against the warm and the cozy setting. And that makes it extremely elevated. If you don't have enough money to buy a gallery piece, you can certainly take your own photos, print them and frame them, and I think that those are probably even more special than buying something from the gallery. Use your iPhone, use your settings, and take some beautiful photos, blow them up as big as you can and display them. They really, really will bring that personal touch to your home, and they look extremely, extremely hot. The last And yet, the most interesting design trend of 2022 is the new maximalism. Now, don't get me wrong, we love minimalism, but how, if you don't care much for minimalism and you want a level of maximalism, let me tell you what kind of maximalism is going to be hot in 2022. It's about incorporating a lot of color, but the colors are pastel-like. You've got this gorgeous room that has a multitude of pinks and greens, and somehow it works. It works because it's curated and it's done in a fanciful way. Look at this bedroom with the paneled wood walls. It is to die for. It is the new maximalism, which again incorporates some of the other trends of 2022, which is the warm walls, but it's a maximalism because it has a lot of objets in there, a lot of fun decorative objects which are trickled throughout the room, and they are done so whimsically. Look at the foot of the bed. Who puts objects on the foot of the bed? You do, you shall, if you are in tune with the 2022 maximalism trend. Part of the fun aspect of the 2022 maximalism is using wallpaper that is very elevated and very fun, and that would be the wallpaper you see in this photo in the pink background with the diamond patterned floors. It is a gorgeous scenery of cranes that are wild, and they are fun, and they are bold, and they are done in a way that is super chic. I'm gonna do this in one take. Do you think I can do it? We shall see. I wanna thank every single one of you for being a trusted, wonderful, kind subscriber to this channel. If you haven't subscribed, I beg you to do so at this moment. I can't wait to share 2022 with my favorite people in the world, the people that love me, the people that are kind, and what you give is what you get. Remember that. Energy is two-way. So thank you guys. I can't wait to see you again next week. And I did it in one take. I kid you not. Love you guys. See you next week.